Too much time is spent in our homes looking for stuff, and usually the reason is clutter in our homes, especially with ADHD. I'm gonna tell you how to declutter your home with ADHD so you can have an organized home. The first thing is that we need to have all the essentials in one place. Your keys, your phone, your wallet, all one place. You can use a landing pad for this to where you set up a tray or a basket or whatever you want on a place in your home that you walk by every day. And when you do that, you put those things in that place and you always know where it is. If you have a family, then you can use a command center. And that means what you do here is you set it in a place where you walk by as well, but you put your phone charger there. You put whatever you have to take to work the next day there. Put your keys, your phone, your wallet, and purse there as well. But you're gonna have that central place for everybody in your home. And that way you all know where the things are that you need so you don't have to go around looking for them. And so you can get out the door on time to your appointments or wherever you have to go. And another thing that you want to do is keep it simple, but think outside the box. For example, doom boxes. Don't organize, only move boxes. You take a box, you put things in the box that you don't want to organize right now, but you want to get it out of the room. You take that box and put it into another room. Now you freed up space in the previous room. Also, you can use zones in your home. And this is where you go around, look at a place and figure out what things do I want in this certain place, and you put it into a zone. You designate it as a zone. For example, you might want to have a place where all your entertainment stuff is. You might want to have a place that you work out. You might want to have a place to where you put some extra clothes to get dressed for work and everything. You actually designate these things in your home as a zone. That way it's easy to remember where those things are when you want to go look for them, or when you want to go to that place to do a specific activity. You know it's in zone A, zone B, whatever you want to name your zones. And if you're enjoying the content, then subscribe to the channel. It's a free and easy way to support the channel. And here's something else you want to do. Work with your memory, not against your memory. Because of the fact with ADHD, we're gonna forget where things are, and we need to have some way to find those things, even if we don't remember where they are. So make sure things are visible in your home. Put them in a place to where you can see them all the time. So if you walk into a room and you forgot something, you can look around the room and search and at least see that thing, and it may jog your memory. Oh, that's what I came in here to look for. Also, use clear bins, clear containers in your home. That way you're sure to see whatever is in that container without having to go and look inside that container. You know, okay, I put towels here or whatever in this other container. Because if you don't have those kind of containers and you have to go and open that container up because you can't see what's inside, that's going to take time. And then you may not even find the thing you're looking for, which also takes time to go to the next container to find if that thing is actually in there as well. And here's something else that's super important for ADHD. Lessen these steps. The less steps you have to actually do something, the better when you have ADHD. For example, pick up something just one time, take it to the location to put it away in the place that you designated for it. For example, don't put it down, put it away, or take it to the place that you need to do an activity. If you need that thing for that activity, don't set it down somewhere else before actually taking it there. That way you always know you have that thing to start that activity already, and you don't have to go look for it again. And something else that's really important is to make sure you have a place for everything in your home. One place where you put that thing, that way you know where to go to look for it. You also know where to go to take something back if it's out of place. That way it makes it really easy to find that thing when you actually need it. Sometimes we get overwhelmed trying to find a place. We're not sure where we want to put it. So let's take some pressure off of you. And what you want to do is take a container, a bin, and put that thing in one general area, and then think about where you actually want to put it in that specific place later. For example, you might have different kind of place they use for company and then daily place, and you're not sure which cabinet you want to put them in. So just come back and think about it later and then actually organize them. But you just don't have to do it right at that specific time, and that takes off some of the pressure. And something else you want to do is to contain things in your home. You don't want to have a whole bunch of loose things in your home. Like maybe you have a whole bunch of pens and they're just loose around your desk. That's going to make your desk really cluttered. And so what you want to do is take a container and put those things in a container. Make sure you have clear containers so it's easy to see those things in that container. You also want to make sure that you can actually make different sections in your drawer to contain the different things in your drawer so they're not all mixed together. For example, you might have one section for socks, one section for underwear. You can get drawer dividers to make these sections, or you can get containers for your drawers in your office to make sure that you can have different things in there and you can actually find what you need. For examples, pens, paper clips, whatever you need. It's just gonna make it so it's more organized and easier for you to find the thing that you need that you want to use. And something else we need to do in our homes is use baskets strategically. And this is the basket trick. If you have stairs in your home, you want to take a basket and put it at the bottom of the stairs, take another basket, put it at the top of the stairs, and then as you go by that basket during the week, you go ahead and put everything you need to take upstairs in the basket at the bottom of the stairs. And then you take that basket with all the stuff you need upstairs there. And then when you're coming back down the stairs, you find stuff that you need to actually take back downstairs and put at the basket at the top of the stairs, and take that basket downstairs with all that stuff. And then you set that basket back in the place at the bottom of the stairs. And here's what's also important about this. It lessens these steps, actually physically, it lessens the amount of steps that you have to do to take stuff up and down stairs. And it actually makes you so you pick up things only once when you're going upstairs and going downstairs as well. And here's something else that we should do. Simplify things just by using color, because we can see colors and recognize colors really easily, and some colors already mean something to us. For example, you might have folders in a drawer, and instead of having just all manila white folders or off-white folders that we have in the drawers, you actually have colored folders in the drawers. And that way, red folder for bills, green folder for whatever, money, vacation, whatever you want to do. And when you look in that drawer, then you know that's what's in those different color folders. Or you have different labels around your home that have specific colors, and that way you put a label on a bin, you put a label in a specific place, and because you know what color represents what thing, it makes it really easy to automatically know, oh, that's what's in there, or that's what's supposed to be in that place. This is going to make things a lot easier, because then you don't have to really think about, well, what's in there? Where is a certain thing? You just have to look for the color, which is gonna save you a lot of time. And here's something we can do to make doing laundry easier. You do not have to fold everything. For example, underwear, it doesn't matter if it's folded, throw in a drawer, it's gonna be okay. You don't really have to fold socks if you don't want to. Throw them into a basket, into a drawer, match them up later. If you don't want to fold them, then that's gonna be okay. Sometimes you just don't even want to fold towels or washcloths. Put them into a basket, just leave them there, don't fold them at all, and then pick them out as you want to use them. It's gonna make doing laundry a lot easier for you and not so much of a chore for you. And we need to plan for time changes. And what I mean is, time blindness is a thing with ADHD. We're not real good at estimating how long something should take. We think it should take this amount of time, and it ends up taking a lot longer, and that messes up our whole schedule and whole day. And so what you want to do is get timers and have those, so that when you're trying to do an activity, you set your timer for a specific time, and then when it goes off, you know that time has passed. Have clocks around your home to make it easy to see what the time is. You can use notifications on your cell phone, your tablet, through your email. Anything that's going to make you more aware of time is going to be a good thing to have to help keep your day organized. And something else that we should do is called anytime adjustments. Now, what I mean is, be flexible. Something that worked for you before may not work for you in the future, and then you're going to have to adjust and adapt, and be okay with that, because it is really important that your home, your apartment, wherever needs to work for you and not against you. And so when you need to make a change, just be okay with making that change, be flexible. And sometimes what we need to use is to use our cameras on our phone, or just a camera in general. Now, what you're gonna do with this is you're gonna take a picture of a room of your home, and then you're gonna look at that picture and you see more, because now you're seeing it, the whole thing, from a wider angle. Now, this is great because then you're able to see what the areas are that are really bad, some areas that are really good, and then it helps you to actually figure out where you want to start. Now, the other thing about this is, when you do this, you can take a picture before, and then as you do more and more decluttering, you can start taking another picture and another picture and another picture. And the thing about it is, this is going to help you see your progress from day 1 to day 2 to day, whenever you are able to get done with all your decluttering. But each time you take a picture, you're gonna be able to see that you're making progress, and that can be really motivating. Now, another thing that you can use with your camera is, if you have things that you really don't need the physical copy of that thing anymore, and do want to keep a copy of it, but you can't throw it away if you need to, or you can't shred it if you need to, what you do is you take your camera and take a picture of that document or that thing, and that way you know that it's digitized, and you always have that copy on your phone or your computer or wherever you want to store it. Now, if you do want to keep the physical copy, that's fine, then go ahead and just file it away. But at least you know that you have a backup of that in your phone or wherever you're going to have that photo. And here's something else that's really important that we should know is how to make our home ADHD friendly. I have a video that goes over different hacks that helps you make your home ADHD friendly, and I'm gonna put that video up. Go and click that video and watch that video next.